Dear students, this is video part 3 in the series of chemical reactions and equations for class 10. Let us start. In the previous videos, we have discussed about chemical reaction, reactant, and product. We have also discussed about types of chemical reactions. We have discussed about displacement reactions and double displacement reactions. A reaction in which an atom or group of atoms present in a molecule is displaced by another atom is known as displacement reaction. This is also known as substitution reaction, single displacement reaction, or replacement reaction. Here, A displaces B from BC. So this is displacement reaction. For this, A should be more reactive than B. Here, zinc displaces H. Zinc displaces copper, as zinc is more reactive than hydrogen and copper. So these are displacement reaction. Here silver can't displace copper, as copper is more reactive than silver. So there is no reaction. Double displacement reactions, the chemical reactions in which two compounds exchange their ions to form two new compounds is known as double displacement reaction. Here AB react with CD to form AD and CB. Here A is displaced by C or C is displaced by A. We can say both. So this is double displacement reaction. Barium chloride react with sodium sulfate to form barium sulfate and sodium chloride. So this is barium. Here barium is displaced by sodium or sodium is displaced by barium. So this is double displacement reaction. In this reaction, we get barium sulfate in the form of white precipitates. So this is also known as precipitation reaction. When sodium hydroxide react with hydrochloric acid, sodium chloride and water are formed. This is also double displacement reaction, as sodium is displaced by hydrogen or hydrogen is displaced by sodium. Here is base and acid react to form salt and water. So this is also known as neutralization reaction. Now, isothermic and endothermic reaction. Reactions which produce energy are called exothermic reactions. On the other hand, reactions which absorb energy are called endothermic reactions. The energy released or absorbed can be in the form of heat, sound, or sometimes light. Respiration is decomposition reaction in which energy is released. Examples are rusting of iron. This is also exothermic reactions, as heat energy is released, but because the reaction is very slow, so we can't feel the heat released. Other examples are combustion of fuels, dissolving an acid in water, reaction between acid and base. These are the examples of exothermic reactions. Cooking involves chemical reactions, which is endothermic, as cooking is possible because of heating. Other examples of endothermic reactions are dissolving ammonium chloride in water, photosynthesis, thermal decomposition, electrolytic decomposition, photodecomposition. Oxidation and reduction reaction. Addition of oxygen or non-metallic element or removal of hydrogen or metallic element from a compound is known as oxidation. So if we add oxygen, oxidation. If you add non-metallic element, oxidation. If we remove hydrogen, oxidation. If we remove metallic element, is oxidation. Elements or compounds in which oxygen or non-metallic element is added or hydrogen or metallic element is removed are called to be oxidized. Compounds or elements which can cause oxidation are called reducing agent. Here, oxygen is added to calcium, so this is oxidation reaction. Oxygen is oxidizing agent, calcium is oxidized. Here, oxygen react with iron to form iron oxide, that is ferric oxide. Here, iron is oxidized to Fe2O3. Oxygen is oxidizing agent, and this is the addition of oxygen. Reduction. Addition of hydrogen or metallic element or removal of oxygen or non-metallic element from a compound is called reduction. This is opposite of oxidation. Compounds or elements which can cause reduction are called reducing agent. Here, CuO plus H2, Cu plus H2O, oxygen is removed from CuO, so CuO is reduced to Cu. Here, H2 is oxidizing agent. H2S plus Cl2, 2HCl plus S. Chlorine is reduced to HCl as hydrogen is added to chlorine. Okay. So these are the examples of reduction reactions. Redox reactions. A chemical reaction in which oxidation and reduction both takes place simultaneously is known as redox reaction. Redox means here in redox, red means reduction, ox means oxidation. The reaction between H2S and Cl2. Okay, products are formed HCl and S. H2S is oxidized to S as hydrogen is removed from H2S. Chlorine is reduced to HCl as hydrogen is added to chlorine. So this is redox reaction. In this reaction, oxygen is removed from copper, which is cupric oxide, and oxygen is added to hydrogen. So cupric oxide is reduced to copper, hydrogen is oxidized to water because oxygen is added to hydrogen. Cupric oxide is oxidizing agent and hydrogen reducing agent. So this is also redox reaction. Significance of oxidation reduction in everyday life. Respiration is oxidation reaction in which food is oxidized to produce energy, which is very essential to survive any living organisms. Iron gets oxidized to form rust, which leads to corrosion of iron in the long run. Rusting of iron can be prevented by painting the iron articles, so it prevents the reaction between atmospheric oxygen and iron. This can also be prevented by applying a layer of zinc over iron article. This process is known as galvanization. Okay, so applying a layer of zinc on iron article is known as galvanization. This process is known as galvanization. Most of the metals react with atmospheric oxygen and it leads to formation of a layer on the metal article. The metal gets corroded in the long run. Fried food gets oxidized when exposed to air. This spoils the taste of the food and food becomes unfit for consumption. The spoiling of fried food because of oxidation is called rancidity. Fried food is often packed in airtight packets to prevent rancidity. So most of the food stocks which are available in the market are packed in airtight container. We are able to utilize various types of fuels because of oxidation. Oxidation of fuel helps in producing energy. Here are some examples for combination reactions. You can write down in your notebook, and these are the examples of decomposition reaction. In the next videos, we'll discuss some important questions and answers related to this chapter. Thank you. Thank you very much.